Hello YouTube, and back here with the All Sport Trisport, and gonna see what we can do on it today. Okay, so last video I was messing around a bit with the carburetor and not having much success with the one that was on it because it was shot. So I went out and I bought a new carburetor. Yeah, for an engine that's probably shot anyway. Oh well, it was 16 bucks, shipped. Couple other things I've done. I drained the oil back out of it again because I must have not got all the water out. So I drained out as much as I could, loaded about a whole can of starting fluid into it, sloshed it around, let it sit, sloshed it around a little bit more, dumped it all out and blasted it out with an air gun. So hopefully I can get it so it's actually oil in there and not vinaigrette dressing. So the other thing I did is I took the fuel tank. Let's see if we can zoom in on there. Looks a lot better now. Went and I actually filled the tank up with evaporust and let it sit overnight. Drained it out, cleaned it out, blasted it out, all that good stuff. I also fabricated a throttle linkage. See if I can get this in view here. I'm attempting to use the original throttle here. I have a return spring on this side, modified the bracket that was on the top of the carburetor before, drilled a hole through the original slide. The return spring just wraps around the back of the cable. And on the back, a spring I found, hopefully that'll actuate the governor. Not sure if it'll work or not. I don't know what the spring's from, but I found it and it seems to fit. So I also found a rod to connect the governor. So let's get this puppy put together and see if she'll run. We'll be back in a bit. Okay. So here we go, let's try it out. I decided to put that abomination of an air cleaner back on it because I have nothing else, but I did put a screen in there in case any pieces of it decide to come off. And I do not have a breather for this thing. The breather tube, the ends were completely rotten, so I just have a plug in there right now. It's actually the positive battery cover from a GM battery, but anyway. Got gas in the tank. Put a little down the carb. Give it some choke and see what happens. See how our throttle setup works. Well, it runs. So let's put the drive belt on and let's put the drive belt back on and see if she'll go. Well, that's a bit of a problem. See if I can clean that out with something. I'm gonna have to figure out something for this because well, one of the problems is let's go over and take a look at it. This keeps slipping on the throttle, so you try to turn the throttle as you're going, you're losing throttle. You know, you have to turn it more and keep turning and turning and turning. I might just leave it off for now. Second problem, the front wheel is not exactly round, so that's a little bit odd. The foot pegs, I don't know if that's how they were originally on there or not, but it makes it hard to turn sometimes. So, oh, we got wires falling out. I think that was originally connected to the kill switch that doesn't work, or something. Anyway, let's see if we can take you guys for a ride. Oops. Okay, and one of the problems is that the front tire on this thing is actually the rear tire of a tractor. So it's not, see how it's kind of lopsided there? It's not good at cornering at all. It just slides on the grass. Might be okay on like concrete or something, and that shock's broken, so there's no suspension at all on this thing right now. But if I get some shocks, I don't know, this shock I'm sure is, well, it's rusted shut, so yeah. Anyway, we'll be back. Next project is going to be to do the brakes. I've got one brake sort of working down there, but I have new, whoops, that's not good. it's going by itself. I have one brake sort of working, and but I have new bands, cables, and I have a new handle on its way, that is on its way, that will handle 2 brakes. So, I'm not sure how it was originally set up, but that's how we're going to do it. So, there we go. Thanks for watching.